Peace and love. So, we are going to get into a reading. Before we start, we're going to work on some alignment. Okay. First, let's start with a message for our star seeds. So, let's see what we have here. We are welcoming all divine energy, welcoming our spirit guides, our ancestors, our wise ancestors, our protective angels, celestial beings, and those who are in alignment with our purpose. I love this deck, it's very beautiful. And I'm also going to pull from the Work Your Light. So the first card that came out is Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. I'm going to actually read this. So this is the child of the cosmos. So with this card, it says, there's a mysterious force that governs all of life, an intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there well beyond your last. It is a part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's harder to resist this force than it is to surrender to it, because Earth is a planet of plurality and free will. It's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from this pulse of life and fall into the pattern of believing that we're separate or feeling that we need to go at it alone. We can feel isolated and as if we need to figure things out for ourselves, to rely on our own strength. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells. To remember that you're a precious child of a loving, gentle universe. That you have access to all of the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities there ever were, are, or will be. And to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then you do too. This is asking you to inquire. How can you surrender more deeply to the intelligence to the intelligent flow of life? The second card that came out was Deep Cellular Healing. Arcturus Energy, Physical and Emotional Healing. Now, sometimes I cannot pronounce those. I'm letting y'all know in advance. Um, so these cards, they do have, I guess what you would say, different species of, what would you call them, star beings? Some people may call them aliens, but we all are part of the cosmos. And so that is another topic. That is like a whole another story. But to kind of get into this a little more with these names. So, for example, say we're human, right? Well, each of us has a cosmic body, like we have a physical body. We have a higher self, or who we are spiritually before we came through physical. Um, and our spiritual body, our cosmic body, can be aligned with certain planets, and it can be aligned with certain tribes, cosmic tribes. And so I'm sharing that because a lot of times when I pull these cards, you may hear me mention the Palladians, the Arcturians. I'm not sure if I'm saying their names right or correctly. I will work on that because I do need to know how to pronounce it correctly. But I am sharing that. So if you hear me mention a certain tribe, it may be good to go and research to learn more about that tribe, because that can be something that is connected to your cosmic body. It is showing up in your reading for a reason. So in this card, this is the Arcturus energy. So um, this can be an energy that is working with you that you need to be familiar with, basically. So this card is Deep Cellular Healing. The message that comes with this card says, your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mystery of chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence. Effervescence. I cannot pronounce the word, y'all. I will insert it. And vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. The activation of this card is you would place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. Okay, so with an activation card, sometimes it'll ask you to actually place the card on you and say that affirmation. That is to activate this energy here. Okay? Um, so do understand that each of these cards carry energy. Each of them are connected to a portal. So even with this energy has been placed on this card from whomever is working with this energy, as well as the person who created this, because people put their energy into their decks. So this is something that is very important to understand when reading tarot, is that all of these cards hold their own energy. They all have their own beings or deities or ancestors or angels that they work with. This particular deck is for star seeds, but I have a deck that is for those who practice Ifa. I have a deck for those who practice hoodoo. I have a deck for let's see, these are the star seeds, angels, and ancestors that connect just to that. These connect to the planet. They're the zodiac deck. Okay? So each of these have their own energies. Sometimes even with myself, I had to ask if I can have permission to work with the deck. The decks, I feel like I have decks that I love reading from, and some that keep it super cutthroat sometimes, that I have to kind of step away from the deck, if that makes sense. Like, it's so it has a sharper energy. I don't know how to explain that, but like, these can be very soft, and then you have some decks that's like gonna tell you the nitty gritty and the stuff that you might not even want to hear, but it's truthful, and it shows you whether you want to ignore it or not. It does show you things. And so I'm sharing that because I know I was explaining energy with this and why you activate this on your heart. Um, Certain cards I do let charge, or I clean them. I do certain things with them just to keep the energies clear and reset. But in this situation, like I said, you would take this and you would place it on your heart. And I just placed it on mine, and I would send that energy out to whomever I was reading, if I was reading it from them. Reading it for them, sorry. And this card is the Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. And as you can see here, you can like see that there's a tribe here that is coming from a place, right? With my intuition, without reading the book, I can already tell you that all of these cards are in alignment, because they all are telling you that you are not alone. This is all telling you to call in your support, call in your tribe. Those who are aligned with you are there to support you. They're there to be with you and help you, okay? So, you don't have to go through anything alone. This energy can also be a divine feminine. It can be masculine. The reason I say feminine is I see that there are feminine energy in these cards, even here, with this being a very light pinkish color. When I see feminine energy dominate in the readings, a lot of times I pick up more of a feminine energy unless I see something otherwise in the masculine cards. So overall, And without reading this one from the book, like I said, this is about you being able to connect with your tribe, asking for help, and trusting. Definitely having trust that things are going to work out in your favor. Now I'm going to pull from the second deck, which was the Work Your Light. And this is also for star seeds. This one says, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay, so I'm going to actually read this one from the book. So this is take a break. And sometimes I read it from the book, and I say that a lot of times with my clients. I read it from the book so that you can hear what the author has wrote to go with this card, and it's not just my intuition. And I like to do that sometimes when I read from multiple decks, because a lot of times the decks will align with each other. So this is for me. I don't know about other readers or workers, but this is, I know how I can tell when my cards are flowing or my intuition is in line with the book. Okay, so let's say I'm pulling from multiple decks. I might pull this deck, pull 10 cards, pull 10 cards from this deck, and both of these decks have at least 5 cards that match. Then I know my message is aligning. If I pull cards from these are oracle decks. Oracle decks, they provide messages. Tarot decks provide the story. So if I pull from my tarot decks and I see something that I've been saying based off of intuition and not off the book, and then I come to the oracle decks that have the exact message, and these align with those, like the message that comes from these is the exact same thing that I said with my intuition, then I know that my third eye is open. I know that my intuition and my connection with spirit is accurate, because what I'm picking up and what I'm reading is what's coming, or alignment with the book. And sometimes my clients, they will confirm to me things that I see. A lot of my readings are blind readings. So that means that I don't see the person sometimes when I'm reading them. I don't use a photo. I just, unless they ask me to, but a lot of times I just go off of the name and I go from there. And my intuition usually shows me what's good, what's bad in their reading. I don't have a lot of bad readings. And I know I'm talking about other things while doing this, but most of my readings are very positive, even when we do see certain obstacles in my clients' readings. I'm not going to leave them in a place where it's like, well, it's going to be bad. Like, I continue to pull cards to figure out how to get them out of that scenario. Okay, so going back into the reading, this card was to take a break, and the message is, it's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations, to take a moment from your busy schedule, to get off the treadmill of life, to appreciate and acknowledge all that you have created, achieved, released, or experienced before rushing on to the next thing, to be in the moment and enjoy where you are, to take a breath and regather your mind, body, and spirit, to re-collaborate, appreciate, and celebrate, to decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment you are not going to miss out. Perhaps you have just completed a big project, manifested something significant in your life, released an old way of being, or just been burning the candle at both ends. Now is the time to take some time out before rushing into the next thing. You did it. Enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Go on vacation. Book a massage. Take long walks in nature. Go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. Take a break and breathe. So relax a little bit. You can be overworking, doing too much, and burning yourself out. Now is the time to relax. Know that you have your tribe. Anything that you need, ask for help, and don't overwork yourself. When we isolate ourselves and we keep to ourselves a lot of times and we do everything alone, we don't realize that we're being overly strong, and we don't have to be. It's okay to have a tribe. It's okay to have a family, friends, a village. That is what we are here for, is to work together and learn how to love in our communities. So know that you are loved and you do have those who align with you to help you. Ease up a bit on yourself, because you can sometimes you can sometimes overdo it or be hard on yourself. We all can at times. And so this card is telling you to relax, breathe, enjoy the moment. Okay? The card that you have here is leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. I can tell you now, without even reading from the book, that this card is about you having faith. As you see, the woman that is here, she's in the background and she's standing on this, but it's asking her to leap. I see this moon that's here. It's feminine energy. It's being soft. It's being vulnerable. It's about you trusting the unknown. When I see this card, this reminds me of the Fool's card in the original tarots, because in the Fool's card, there is someone who's carrying flowers, or he's carrying his clothes, but he's going off of a cliff and his head is turned the other way. This is the same, because she doesn't know what she's walking into. She doesn't know what's in front of her. If she jumps down, she doesn't know what's going to happen. But something in her spirit is telling her to trust her intuition. She doesn't know what is all going to happen in the physical. But she has to trust something other than herself. And this is where vulnerability comes in. This is where being soft comes in. This is where the feminine energy comes in. The moon carries a feminine energy. It carries wisdom. It carries the unknown. Sometimes the moon can hold secrets, whereas the sun, it shows everything. But in this moment, trust, even when you don't know what to expect or what's going to happen. Have some trust. Have a little faith. The next card here is align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Okay. This is about you aligning life with your purpose. Okay? It's asking you to believe in yourself, because that is why the leap card came out. It's about you trusting what you don't know. This is about you breaking away from overthinking, from your fears, from the negative, from overworking, from doing something too much because of fear, anxiety, worry, doubt, or stress. This is about you breaking free from that, because you should be following your purpose. You should align your life. But first, you have to break away from something that you're giving too much of your energy to. That is why even this card came out. This is about you calling your power back. It's about you calling your energy back. It's about claiming what's yours. And what's yours is your purpose. Growing, thriving, being successful, being the light, shining, being positive, being happy, enjoying this experience on earth as a human. And if you are not enjoying life, it is not aligning. Don't overthink. Don't think about money. Know that that is going to be met. Don't think about how am I going to do this. That's stress. That's worry. Don't worry about that. Focus and align on the purpose. And know that you have help. You have your tribe. And you're not doing this alone. Okay? So that is pretty much what I have in this reading. I'm going to finish out with the 2 cards at the top that came at the bottom of the deck. So you had lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Again, trust your intuition. This journey is something that you've already done. You already know who you are. Follow that. Take that leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Believe in the unknown. But know that it's going to be okay. You just have to align yourself. And everything that does not align, remove it. Remove everything that does not align and focus on your path. And watch how quickly things start moving in your life. This card that came out is birthing a new age. Birthing new creations. Dreaming a new world into being. So you are dreaming a new world into being. You are creating everything it is that you want to exist in your life. I see a lot of positive, a huge positive aura over this here. Okay, when I see that, it lets me know that there's going to be expansion for you. That you're going to be surrounded by a lot of good things. A lot of things that heal. A lot of things that are abundance, alignment, happiness, joy, success, friendships, love. Because you're going to be surrounded by pure light. Okay? So just continue to follow your purpose. Continue to trust because you are creating this for yourself. You are creating a lifestyle where you're going to flourish. And a lot of abundance is going to be into your life. So this is why this card is here. So again, that's pretty much what I have for this reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I'm going to get in some more readings sooner than later. But I really wanted to get this started and get y'all's feedback on the setup. My beautiful setup here. I got my bracelets on so you can see what I have on. It's an Evil's Eye bracelet. And I made these. This is a rose quartz with selenite. This is turquoise with selenite. And this is my warrior beads. I cannot remember what these are. I think this is like a carnelian. And this may be like yellow jade. But it is to work with the lower chakras and give you that real warrior energy to get you going, to keep you motivated, to keep you in motion and grounded. So I created this as a warrior bracelet. Like I said, this is rose quartz, so it helps with my heart chakra. The Evil's Eye blue agate is the agate. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But it's good for your throat chakra. So it helps with communication. It helps with flowing with a positive energy, flowing and being able to be creative. It helps with mental clarity. It's very protective of you as well. Then, of course, I have my other bracelets, which I need to add these to the website. but soon. My other bracelets. So I have a Unity bracelet, and then I have a free Rakim Balagoon bracelet, and I will maybe add these to the site later on down the line. But I did want to show you this and this. In case you are interested in ordering bracelets, they will be uploaded on my site. And I will also be, trying to educate on stones in my video, as well as oils, the different things the incense do, and doing some work over here. So I would like feedback, just of the setup in general and what you all think. And I will continue to upload videos. And so I hope you all subscribe to support the channel. And let's keep it going. Peace, love, and light.